this week I am starting the vlog by letting you know that I'm going to I-58 and EGX. If you want to know more about that, then do go and check the separate video in the video description for all the deets about where to go. Hello and welcome back. Just stop. Hannah time. I hope you all had a fabulous weekend. I don't know why I'm doing fabulous. I think it's something about the kimono with the crystal and like my weird thumb rings that I always wear. I think it's made me like super zen today. I don't know why I'm doing that because that's not anything to do with being zen. That's more Christianity or bowing, God knows. Anyway, I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. I spent most of mine not really doing a lot actually. I need to start doing more exercise at the weekend. I've definitely put on weight and I know. So I need to start my exercise regime again properly. I'm still doing the gym, but I need to supplement it, and that's the bit I'm not doing because of like house move and E3 and all of that stuff. When I just got onto my free time, I'm like, dude, I don't want to freaking do anything. I just want to lie here and play Pokemon and watch the telly box, which is why Advent has been delayed as well. So apologies for that. Again, I'm working on it. I've actually found where it all is now because part of my weekend duties was moving everything in the garage so that like the boxes are all stacked neatly in one corner now instead of just sort of all over the place. And as part of that, I found the chest of drawers, uncovered the chest of drawers, which most of the Advent stuff is stored in because I thought that it's safe there. A little too safe. So Advent is back on track. I am slowly sending them out in waves, so don't panic if you've not reached it yet. If it's not reached you, you've not reached it. As I said, I will let you know with massive fanfare when Advent is dealt with. So don't panic if you haven't received a letter yet. Secondly, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who came along to both streams last week. I kind of stepped in last minute as an emergency for Martin, so we played a little bit of We Happy Few, and I did a little bit more of the random story missions, and yeah, it's quite cool, but I'm almost divided because I know it's an early access game. I'm almost like I don't want to play the main mission bit until it's done, but I definitely want to play more. So would you like to see more videos on it? The consensus on the video itself is you were quite keen for it. Do you still want to see more? Let me know. Thank you as well to everyone who came to the Friday stream, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did tune in, you may have noticed it was a little bit different to usual, because it was in part sponsored by Green Man Gaming, who were doing a survival/horror sale that was like 24 hours, and they basically said if you could play 2 games that you really like, or a couple, or one, or whatever you want to do, and give us shout outs, then we'll give you a little bit of cut of profits. Now, it's one of those ones that I'm a bit hesitant to do because Game Grabber, whilst being an interesting idea, people were a bit like, well, I won't, why bother? I'll just go to Steam. But whereas with this one, there were actual discounts, and personally, I know quite a few people who do use Green Man Gaming with some success. I think they are fairly reasonable in terms of like external third-party sites selling keys. Had it been maybe G2A, I would have been a bit iffy about it. So I said yes because, like, frankly, I could do with the money. It will recoup for buying the VR stuff, which actually I bought at a good time because the price of the Vive has gone up since Brexit due to the conversion currency thing. So I've saved like 200 quid, ridiculous. But that's helped recoup basically the price of the Vive just by doing that one stream, playing 2 games that I actually really enjoy, and you guys, especially BioShock 1, really loved. So I think that was a nice balance, and hopefully you guys did too. Hopefully it wasn't too like sell-outy, in your face, buy. And I was trying to get a balance so that, you know, they would be happy, but you guys would also be happy too. Simon popped in as well, which was really nice. And yeah, we just bumbled around. So I actually had a really nice time. Despite the fact I was going, I kind of need to promote this, oh God. I was enjoying playing horror games. So maybe we just make it a spoopy stream, like every week. Should we make Friday's stream a spoopy stream? And I either play stuff on my own or get people in or whatever? I don't know. I might have a special guest next week as well. We shall see. Stay tuned on that. But yeah, as I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And this week, I would actually quite like to continue playing Bioshock and Fear. Does that sound cool? Like, just do a bit more Bioshock 1, a little bit more of Fear 2, just bumble about and have a fun time? What do you think? Or do you want a different game? Let me know in the comments, or you can always tweet me at Lamadia. As always, you can tweet me at Lamadia, or let me know on my subreddit. Any of that stuff is great. The feedback is always great, wherever it is. So thank you very much. From one ridiculous brand deal to another, because I love getting paid to play horror games. The other brand deal to talk to you guys about was Port Aventura, which was promotional. We got all expenses paid trip there. If you haven't seen the vlogs from myself, Nettie, Kath, and technically Martin, who did Pokemon Go whilst he was out there, you really should. There's some great stuff. We're on roller coasters, and it's just hilarious. I look like I'm shitting myself, which I kind of am. So that's possibly worth it. I've also done a behind the scenes for that as well. But yeah, it was really great. I was really, really pleased by the whole thing. Before I went, I was thinking, what have I gotten myself into? And then when I was there, I was thinking, this is brilliant. It's for all the family. It feels clean. It feels safe. It's just nice. It's a really nice experience in comparison to possibly some of the UK parks, just because they've kind of turned into places where people go and have their stag do's, don't they? So it's not quite the same atmosphere. It's not a family atmosphere as much anymore. Maybe that's just me. But I absolutely loved Port Aventura to the point that I would happily go back. And yeah, it was just such a great little deal that we couldn't say no. And then we went, and it was so cool. I think the big thing for me for roller coasters is height. I don't mind how many twists and turns and loops it does. It's how high off the ground it's doing it, which is really strange, because arguably, if you're on the track and you're going to crash, the height kind of doesn't make much difference as to how fucked you are. But in my head, I'm like, I don't want to be this high, and vertigo and heights are things I really, really hate. So bits where you see me going like that is an attempt to go, we're not that high up, we're about to do the drop, so it's all going to be fine in a minute. And also it's an attempt to get breathing in, because if you do a big drop and you have the thing that I have where your stomach just drops out, it's very hard to breathe during that process. So I'm trying to get the breath into my lungs to try and counter it. And everyone's like, you look so scared. It's like, that's just kind of my resting face if I'm on a roller coaster. I'm having a fucking great time. But I am a little bit of an adrenaline junkie to some extent. Not enough that I'm going to go on like, I have done the drop ones that just go boom, but I'm not, that's what I don't like, is the height. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway, because it was a hilarious brand deal, and I'm so pleased that Rock approached me about it, because it was just mental. It's absolutely mental, and an amazing opportunity, pretty much once in a lifetime thing. Good on Port Aventura as well for going, let's do this as a publicity thing. It was brilliant. So I hope you guys like the videos from all of us. I'll try and remember to put them in the video description, but if not, go and check Nettie Plays, Kath, which is Kathcast, and then Martin, who is in the Littlewood, for videos, and obviously mine as well, right? I hope you guys have enjoyed the last week or so of stuff. It's been a bit mixed. There's been some early access stuff, including Deus Ex, which if you haven't seen, you should totally go and look at. It's quite spoiler free as well, so you can go and look without really worrying. There's a bit at the start, but out of context, it's kind of like, well, what am I doing? Elder Scrolls Legends, which I was pleasantly surprised about as a really nice hybrid between Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone. So you can go and sign up to the beta if you want to, or just go and look at my videos and then decide if you want to sign up to the beta. But yeah, it's not shit, I think is the general gist of that. It's amazing. And then We Happy Few, which people are loving. People are loving like all over the world. It's great. So if you want to see any more of those games, obviously not Deus Ex, because I can't capture that until it comes out, and then we're doing full Let's Play, don't panic. But if you want to see more We Happy Few or Elder Scrolls Legends, like arena runs, whatever the fuck, let me know in the comments. And then upcoming, God, we've got loads. We've got Batman this week. Batman, Telltale Batman. It's going to be great, I hope. It'll be great. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be most excellent. There's been a few people going, this is brilliant. So Batman, I'm hoping I'll have it out for you tomorrow in time for the embargo lift, but I am still waiting on someone over at Telltale or another agency to send me early access code. So it might be that actually it's a tiny bit late, but I will see what I can do. Okay, see what I can do about that. And then I've got loads of random VR games, some episodic games, some horror. But I just went through the shopping list on Steam and was like, yeah, that sounds great, that sounds great, that sounds great. As always, if you enjoy any of my content, you can always let me know on my Twitter, which is @Lamadia, or my subreddit, which is Yogscast Hannah, or in the videos themselves, in the comment section. So just get actively replying and let me know what you like, because the more I hear from you guys, the more I can tailor the channel. Now obviously it's kind of a bit of whatever I like is the main gist of what I do on here, but if there is a really active response to things, then we'll totally keep doing them as always. So yeah, I always want to hear your feedback, be it like that dude on Twitter, that picture I put on Twitter that was like, you dummy, or whether it's like constructive criticism. But do let me know, because I can only tailor the experience for you guys if you guys let me know. Otherwise, I'm just playing the shit that I like, which luckily is usually what you like. But if there's one or two things that are amazing that you've heard of, then definitely let me know. Like, absolutely let me know. And social media is usually a little bit better, just because YouTube is a bit dodgy on those comments, but I always love to hear from you guys, so let me know. Last time I asked you guys, because we're not going to count the one, like the Monday one I did last week that was super fast, so shh. Last time I asked you guys what you were doing during your summer, just to see if there were certain bits and bobs that people were doing that were particularly cool, whether it was going on holiday somewhere like cool, or, you know, not going on holiday somewhere cool. I went to Spain, I suppose that counts, although it was for work, but hey, roller coasters. Yeah, so someone was saying, oh, I'm just going to go and like live in my pool all summer. I think it might be someone called Calvin. Obviously, I don't know where Calvin lives. It might be that Calvin lives in like Australia or America, in a bit where everyone has a swimming pool because it's always warm. But nice job on having a pool, Calvin. Like, you've won at life. We've also got a few different people who've been doing Pokemon Go, obviously, with the nice weather. Certain people are learning to drive, saving money for uni. Someone was backpacking through like Venice and Spain, I think they said. Someone else is binge watching Vikings, which is an excellent choice. On holiday in Canada. I go rock climbing. That's cool. Like, you guys do really cool stuff. I suppose that's what happens though when you're like, I can finish my summer now, I have 12 weeks to do fuck all, let's go do something. But yeah, no, the weather is great. Like, even though it's kind of cloudy and rainy now, it's still warm. So if you can do stuff, then go do it. Go and enjoy the outdoors whilst the outdoors are nice, versus really cold or really wet. Just have a really good time. So I now need to think of a question for you guys for this week. And I think I want to ask you, what do I want to ask you guys? What should be my, I know. My question of the week for you this week is, what is the game you are most excited for? It has to come out before the end of the year. And I also want to know why you're most excited for it. Is it Deus Ex? Is it Watch Dogs 2? I have to remember stuff for when it's out. Is it No Man's Sky? Is it something else? Pokemon Sun and Moon, you know? What is it? Oh, speaking of, by the way, I found my 3DS. I say my old 3DS. I've just bought a capture one so that we can play Sun and Moon. Or Sun or Moon. I keep saying Sun and Moon like it's one thing. So we can play Sun or Moon. Kath is going to be doing it as well. So I had a mad idea that I haven't actually told him yet, where maybe I buy the alternative one and we become rivals, man. How ridiculous would that be? He would clearly win. But I've been enjoying Pokemon X, and I've also been enjoying Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. So lots of fun times for me. So yeah, what is the game you're most excited for that is coming out before 2017. Let me know in the comments. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic rest of the week. Don't forget to tune in to the Friday stream this week. Also, let me know, what game are we playing? Do you want more Bioshock? Do you want more Fear 2? Do you want something completely different? Do you want spoopy? Do you want not spoopy? Like Elder Scrolls Legends? What do you want? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.